And now it is time for the champion battle against Buttcock, because it is time to finish things with him. If you are playing red and blue, he actually has a cool ass looking jacket on, but that's only in red and blue. I accidentally started with Voltecker because because I forgot that he had that he didn't have Fearow, so I went ahead with the only other logical Pokemon to go with, and I went with Chugga. He starts off with Sandslash at level 61. Sandslash is still nowhere close to being a threat because he's still using Poison Sting. Dumb sir, I'm afraid. And Chugga got a level up immediately, which is kind of cool. I'm sort of getting things... Oh wait, no, Voltecker got a level up. I'm actually kind of getting footage, not anymore. And he went straight ahead with probably his best Pokemon, which is Alakazam. Alakazam being level 59, and Alakazam being broken as fuck. His Alakazam will probably be the hardest part of this fight, considering Alakazam is pretty damn fast and has some pretty good moves. Luckily for me though, Magoichi was luckily faster than him, and Psybeam did shit. And next up is going to be Exeggutor, Grass and Psychic. This is the only Pokemon that has not changed when it comes to, besides Alakazam, when it comes to battling him in Pokemon Red and Blue. No matter what, he will always have Exeggutor in yellow, and if you're playing Red, Blue, Fire Red, or Leaf Green, he would be replaced if you chose Squirtle as your starter. But, anyways, not too big of a threat. He just kind of has a habit of using sleep-inducing moves, because I accidentally used Dig, which was probably a bad idea, and I'm still pretty sad that it took till level 50 for Flame Shield to learn Flamethrower. Anyways, Barrage, he used Barrage, which is a normal type move that only Exeggutor can learn, where it's basically a multi-hit. It's a multi-hit move, etc., etc., etc. Next up is Cloyster, I believe. Yeah, Cloyster. Cloyster being annoying all the time. I went ahead with Voltecker because I think a couple of Swift Thunders would take it out, but he keeps missing and shit. If I'm right, Clamp is that move that keeps going on, if I remember. Yeah, I hate Clamp. Everybody knows this, because I hate the move. I hate how attacks continue in this game. It's stupid. Anyways, Cloyster's level 61, same as Exeggutor. He actually used Spike Cannon, which I never thought he would actually use. It's actually it's a multi-hit water type move, if I'm correct. Only Cloyster and Spike Cannon, only Cloyster, Ammonite, and Omastar could learn at the time of, this game. Next Pokemon being Ninetales. Ninetales being, I believe he's also level 61, and I went ahead with Tortuga because give all of my Pokemon some sort of, time in the sun during this fight. And luckily, none of my Pokemon faint. Ninetales, actually, no, he's level 63. I do not believe he has any threatening moves because he still doesn't have Solar Beam. Just kind of... Why does Surf... I just thought about this. Why does Surf and Toxic have the same, pseudo, half animation, which is kind of bullshit. But, anyways, this fight actually ended up being extremely easy for being the very first champion fight that I'd have to do in the game. For any of the Pokemon games. But then again, the balancingness of the moves is kind of stupid because their Pokemon suck. But anyways, last Pokemon is Jolteon. Jolteon's level 65. I highly doubt anything of yours can outspeed Jolteon. And what do you know? I was actually right for once. Yeah, Jolteon's retardedly fast. And the only Pokemon that you could probably have by this time that would be faster in it is Electrode, because Electrode is the fastest Pokemon in Generation 1. But, anyways, I believe this finishes it up, and we beat Buttcock, and we are finally the Pokemon champion after, I believe, 5 months of recording constantly. But we still achieve victory. And now we are being greeted by Professor Oak, who is going to constantly scold Gary and be like, okay, you who are not my grandson, I am proud of you. Because you are not my grandson, you are a complete ass when it comes to being a Pokemon trainer. Sweet shit. Sweet. Sweet. Da 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 da. But yeah, Pokemon champion, guys. Never thought it would happen, honestly, until I started cheating. Actually went an entire episode until now saying, hey, guess what? You're a cheater. Because I'm a cheater. Anyways. Voltecker the Pikachu. Flame Shield the Charizard. Homer the Snorlax. Chugga the Venusaur. Semi-last but the least, Magoichi the Dugtrio. And, Tortuga the Blastoise. You're a Pokemon champion. What do you know? And I have a lot of money. A very lot of money. And yeah, I spent 30 hours on the game. How about that? Because I sped through most of the time when I was actually playing off screen. Almost over, just 4 more parts and we are done. In which I'll probably speed through almost all of them. My thoughts on my project being the very first big Let's Play I ever finished. Very proud. Though I got very angry at the game from time to time. A lot of problems and balancing issues with the psychic types and the fact that the last like 4 gym leaders had Pokemon at level 50, which kind of made me a little sad that my Pokemon were pathetically weak compared to them. But most of the time, even though like Gen 1 I can't really stand that much anymore, I definitely had plenty of fun. This is very proud of my team, like Voltecker and Magoichi, even though that they were probably 2 of the most weak Pokemon I've ever used in any playthrough of a Pokemon game ever. But, you know, yeah. You know, special thanks to a couple of my friends because we had a little bit of fun together. And so guys, what's going to happen now is that the last 4 parts are going to be sped up until we get to the actual fight with the legendary Pokemon, which is all that is left in the game. So, anyways guys, I'm going to bid you fair adieu, and at the end of the LP we might actually see most of our Pokemon again, depending on what we're going to do next. I think you guys know where I'm going with here. So, see you guys next time, where we are going to take on the legendary Pokemon, and sadly I will not bid you farewell at the end of my capturing of the legendaries, so I will see you guys in Johto.